I never looked at them as competition.
Yeah.
I was like, there is a lane for everyone. And
Hmm.
it's like you have to find your lane.
Hmm.
And I knew at a very young age what I bring to the table, no one else can bring to the table.
Yeah.
So the only thing I need to look inside myself and find out who I want to be.
Hmm.
And
Go ahead. Well, no, and I just thought about something that you just said. I want to go back to the beginning, and I call it for you the dream, right? At 4 and 5 years old, you kind of knew you wanted to become an actor. What was it about storytelling that kind of spoke to you that early?
well, at that age, it just looked like it was fun.
Right.
I think I just,
You're like, it was a good time. It looked like it was a good time.
it
Right.
looked like it was a good time. I think at the time I was looking at a commercial and it was kids playing on drums and singing and dancing. I was like, Ma, I can do this. I got this.
If they doing this, I can do this. Yeah.
Right. He was
Yeah.
like, boy, sit down. But at the same time, growing up, you never lose sight of that dream. You never lose
Mhm.
sight of, I want to be a free and brave artist.
Yeah. Oakland, Tennessee felt
Yes.
like miles away from Hollywood. Um, what kept that dream alive when the environment around you may not have reflected what you had envisioned?
No matter if well, I can tell you it did
Yeah.
reflect what I envisioned, but at the same time, I grew up on TV. I grew up watching movies. And I always felt that it was a possibility for me in my life,
Hmm.
and nothing would
Hmm.
stop me from traveling the world, meeting new people,
Yep.
exploring new foods. I was like, this is life that I want, to live. And if
Yeah.
I gotta go get it. Simple as
You got
that.
to go get it. Well, this is the thing. What I love about your story is a lot of an alignment of mine. Your parents supported your dream. And I love that because so with mine, I mean, black parents is like, well, hold on, what you got going on? You doing what? Okay, well, hold on. Make sure you getting a check. You getting money? You getting okay, make sure you good. But I think about the support and that vision very early. Looking back, how important was that foundation for your confidence as a creative?
It meant everything. Because you meet so many people in life that are on the negative aspect of that, who are
Mhm.
trying to shut down your dream, who sometimes they think they're protecting you by
Mhm.
your dream is too big.
Yeah,
Oh, oh, no one's ever done that before. Like maybe you should go down this lane.
yeah.
Um, I- Especially my mom. My mom would say a quote all the time, keep your eye on the prize.
Let me tell you something. Do we got the same mother? What's going on? Mine did too. What's happening?
So just having that, just, I'm the only child.
I
Uh,
and same. Only child.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it takes a lot of confidence to be exactly who you are and
Hmm.
know that. And not letting anyone deter you from your dreams and your aspirations. So,
Yeah.
I think that foundation is everything. And not just my mother, it's teachers,
Hmm.
it's
Hmm.
the daycare workers,
Mentors, all of them.
you know,
Yeah.
uncles, they poured into me. It's a village.
Modeling you did before acting, which listen, if everyone looks at his social media, the man is still modeling to this day, regardless of what y'all say. He's gonna put on a piece for y'all. What did modeling though teach you about discipline and image, but also rejection and confidence?
Modeling. I'll say this, modeling taught me more about the rejection part of it.
Mm.
But I would say tennis and sports taught me the discipline that I needed. Of course, you have a lot of people that will have the drive. You
Yeah.
have a
Yeah.
lot of people that will have the talent.
Mhm.
But there's discipline that's involved. With the modeling, for me, I think it was perseverance, having patience, because at the same time, I would get these jobs, I would get on a veil. Now, a lot of people don't know
Uh,
what veil is, but
yeah.
say for instance, if there's one job, 2,000 people are submitted for the audition.
Mhm.
Out of that 2,000 people, maybe 200 get a call
Yep.
back.
Yep.
Out of the 200 people, five people get put on the field. Out of that five person line, one person
Okay.
the job.
Wow.
So there was a year, maybe I think back in 2011, I had 12 jobs. Like these were commercials, these were print ads, these, and they were big jobs. And
Yeah.
I was on Avail 12 times and I didn't get one of them. Not
Wow.
one. And my agent said, Brandon, don't worry. He
Yeah.
said, it lets you know that you were this close. And when the
Mhm.
tide turns, all of those 12
On
are
turn.
going to be yours.
Absolutely. Well, your tide definitely turned. And I'm really think about your acting journey. You've appeared in shows like Grey's Anatomy and SWAT and Shameless and The Neighborhood. How did those early opportunities kind of shape you as an actor?
Getting to meet some of your legends, some of the
Yeah.
icons that have been in this business for years, um, especially seeing them on television, seeing them in
Mhm.
movies, and then you see them up close and you see their work ethic, and sometimes they give you encouraging words.
Yeah.
You know, you're right there. You're
You
doing.
right there.
It's all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So just being around greatness, I
Mhm.
think iron sharpens iron, and it just
Absolutely.
it makes you better.
It does. And I think so many people need to hear that, me living in LA and partnering with so many filmmakers and writers and actors and people, they get discouraged. And especially in the times that we are living in, so many people need to hear that from you, iron and sharpening it and making sure that you're building, as I always tell everyone, the relationships. That's really how we do survive in this industry. But what are something that people misunderstand about the grind actors endure before they kind of land that major role?
Before they land that major role, um, I I want to take my time with this just because um, for myself, I know I went through a lot. There were times that
Mhm.
I questioned, am I doing this? Am I
Yeah.
supposed to be doing this? But for someone who believes in a higher power, every time that I was going to turn my back on
Mhm.
my career or decided, oh no, I need to do this,
Yeah.
something came through. I,
Same.
I tell everyone I follow signs, and the signs will show you where you need to go. Now, look, now sometimes we not listen, and we gotta listen. You-
You're like, listen, we still got bills now. Hold on. Don't get caught.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You need to move or be moved.
Come
And
on.
and I didn't want to be moved. I was
Yeah.
like, I hear you and I'm on it.
I'm
Uh,
on it. Yeah.
but um, it's all in due time. It's not something that happens overnight.
Yeah.
It you need to do something for your life, for your career, each and every day.
Mhm.
We're going to get closer and closer to the finish line.
Yeah.
And then one day, when that door of opportunity opens, you
Mhm.
need to be ready to walk through it. Because
Yeah.
we've seen so many times where, success comes to a lot of people and they're not ready
Yep.
uh, right off the bat.
Right off the bat.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's intense. But you just need to know that it will happen.
It
Just
will. And I tell everyone during these down times, and I never call them down, but during the times that as you're building your career and all of the things, take those smaller roles or take those spaces for you to build community. Because to your point from earlier, I feel that a lot of people still are not tapping into their community and the access to the left and to the right of them, right? And I
yeah.
think we have to do better as a unity, as a people, in making sure that we are looking out for each other. But to your point, are we given the knowledge and the honest knowledge and necessary things that are needed? With you, I want to do something different. People always write in questions. They knew that you were coming on the show. I want to jump into two questions first. The first,
Okay, Jameer, before you jump into those two questions, I
go.
just want to go back to what you said.
Yeah, please.
Community.
Yeah.
I told my friend this right before I booked Beyond the Gates. This is
Uh-huh.
my producing partner. I said, it's kind of sad when your legends are dying. They're passing on. But I looked at her that day and I told her, but guess what? We are the new legends. I
Come
said,
on.
around us. I was like, everyone it's kind of like high school.
Yep.
in as freshmen. I
You
was
did
like, pay
exactly.
attention to all the people around you.
Mhm.
And notice my classmates that, I moved to Los
Yeah.
Angeles with, or
Hmm.
right before me or right after me, everyone it's a rising tide that's
It is.
lifting all
Hmm.
ships. And we all know each other and we can call each other.
Absolutely.
It's like, hey, I know you do this. You're a producer and you got a writer team. We need some help over here. It's like pick
Absolutely.
up the phone and call your peers,
Yeah.
especially if they're great people. Now, of course,
Absolutely. Now, listen, I was gonna say it's some of them that ain't too good. Now, I mean, I'm just saying. You know
don't.
what's interesting? What's interesting is I was sitting on a panel a couple of weeks ago in Sacramento for NABJ, and this isn't one of the questions, but as you were talking, I thought about something that you were saying. I was speaking about gatekeeping and about how us as a community have to make sure that as we're sitting in these rooms with each other, we are looking out for each other. And I'm glad that you said that because the problem is we look for representation elsewhere before we're looking in our own community. And our own community actually has the access, but we're not intentional enough to actually say, Brandon, I know you were working on that thing. I know
Mhm.
you're not working on it anymore, but who do you know? And it's like, and you know, if I'm a good person or you know my work ethic, how do we connect and build? And I think that's the problem or the opportunity or the challenge that we run into, especially within this media business. So I thought about that as you were talking. Tyler writes in from Brooklyn, New York, and he says Hollywood can sometimes reward visibility over talent. Do you ever feel pressure to compromise who you are to fit within the industry?
Not at all.
Yeah,
Not at all. And I don't want us to just think of the industry as this little bubble.
right.
This is in life. In life, you shouldn't compromise
Yeah.
who you are, your morals, your values. Um, a lot of people tried to change me when I moved to Los Angeles because, I am from the South and
Hmm.
I play a politician on TV, but I
Hmm.
was a politician. I spoke to everyone. I shook their hands. I
Yep.
asked, how are the kids, the dogs, and that's just who I am.
Yeah.
But some people try to like dim that a little bit, say, oh, you don't know. Why would you? And once again, it goes back to saying you're so worried about someone taking your place as
Yeah.
your competition
Yeah.
that you're working from a place of insecurity.
Hmm.
Like,
Absolutely.
please stand in your power, know who you are, and
Hmm.
that's it. And that's in the industry, that's in life. That's just that's just is what it is.
It is what it is. And what is for you is for you. That's it,
And
right?
no man can stop it.
Come on. Monica out of Miami says, and I love her question, how do you protect your mental health in an industry built around constant judgment and comparison?
I protect my mental health with meditation,
Come
with the,
on.
with therapy.
Mm.
Uh, there are some days now I have to call my mother. I was
Some
like,
days, it's a couple of days I got to call my mama.
I was
I'd be
like,
like, ma'am, what are we doing? I need a reset. What's happening?
this happened recently, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's been nonstop when it comes to
Yeah,
work, which is a blessing.
that's a blessing. Yeah.
I had to call my mom. I was like, Mom, I need you to just pour into me. I was like, I didn't want nothing, but just pour into me. She's like, baby, I got you. You can do it. It's all right. I was like, okay, all right. I'm good.
I'm good. And look, and then we get back to what we got to do.
Exactly.
Yeah. I want to get into Beyond the Gates and kind of making history. And I want people to understand, and I really want you, and if you have not been able to take this in, Brandon, you're making history. And to your point from earlier, you guys now are those seniors that are in high school that the people are looking up to as legends. Beyond the Gates is already historic, and it is the first new daytime soap opera in 25 years, and the first hour-long soap centered around predominantly Black cast. When did the weight of that truly hit you?
It still hits me.
Yeah.
You just reading these accolades, I'm like, wow. I was like, it hits me all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, because guess what? In history, it really doesn't change.
No, it really doesn't. Yeah.
It's in the books now. So
Yeah.
I just think it's remarkable. It's a dream. It's amazing, but I also know the responsibility that I
Hmm.
have with that. Although I've always wanted to be an actor, um, I was Brandon before Brandon was an actor, and Brandon's purpose in life is to uplift, to
Yeah.
encourage, to entertain, others,
Yeah.
and that's with their spirit. So just being on the show, it only enlarges my territory and how many people that I get to touch, and
Absolutely.
you know, you know.
Yeah, congressman, husband, father, and a man with a presidential aspiration and ambition, Martin Richardson. What immediately kind of connected you to him emotionally?
His love for his grandfather, uh,
Mm,
that connection that he has. Um,
yeah. I mean, you listen, you represent multiple layers,
yeah,
multiple layers. Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, it was a beautiful thing, especially with his grandfather being a part of the civil rights
Mm-hmm.
movement. Um, I just remember reading the breakdown then. I was like, this is really powerful. And I knew this show could be something that we have never seen before.
Absolutely.
And I called my manager at the time and I told him, I said, this is going to be an amazing show and I need to be a part of it.
Hmm.
I
Well,
said,
and I think for us, we're happy that you are a part of it because, again, I see so much representation within your character. Did this role change your understanding of visibility and impact?
did it change it? No, because I've known about the power of representation for years. Uh,
Hmm.
just if we go back to shows like Living Single or
Hmm.
Cosby's, Will and Grace,
Hmm.
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
man, Mama's Family.
Mama's fan.
You just you just see so many people from all walks of life, and you connect with them. It's like, oh, that's me. That's
Yeah,
a me,
yeah,
or that's something I want to do. I heard that a lot with some friends of mine when they used to watch Girlfriends. You know,
mm.
oh, I'm Lynn. Oh, I'm Joan. I was like,
I'm Maya and Tony. Yeah.
I was like, have fun.
How do you mentally, right? I was like, y'all got that. How do you mentally prepare for 90 to 100 pages a day? How does that even how do you fathom that? Because I remember we interviewed Vivica, and as she went back to Young and the Restless, and she was talking about all of the things and how exciting, and of course her starting off in the soap world. Soaps, they move fast. 90 to 100 pages a day is intense. How do you mentally prepare for that pace?
So intense. But you get better with time.
Okay.
I think when I first got on the show, I was truly overwhelmed. I was like, what in the world? And I was like, you want me to be here every day?
Right, right,
It's
right.
like I used to live a life of leisure. Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
But you get better and better with time.
Mhm.
We have legends that are on the show with Tamara
Yes.
Mooney and Clifton Davis, and,
Mhm.
and they have taught us so much. And
Yeah.
John Lindstrom, who plays Joey Armstrong on the show, he told me one day, he said, Brandon, one scene at a time. And anytime I get a
Uh,
little down, I tell everybody, one scene at a time.
that's
And
it.
my most calmest voice.
I'm giving y'all one and that's it. Give me a moment. When I have these interviews and we are season six, 300 episodes in, I love to talk about people's career and the impact they have on fans and listeners and all of the things. But most importantly, I love to talk about advocacy and things that you guys really, and myself included, we really put a lot of our thought and mind in alignment with whenever it happens to do with maybe our families or friends. And I remember just doing an charity on Sunday here in Beverly Hills. Away from acting, you advocate for causes like Alzheimer's awareness, the United Negro College Fund. Why is community? We spoke about it earlier, but why is community important to you?
Um, like I said before, with this platform comes responsibility.
Yeah,
And there are so many people out in the world um, who need help.
yeah.
And we have to do, before we leave this earth, I believe
Hmm.
we
Hmm.
have to do any and everything we can to uplift our people.
Yeah, we have to.
We have to.
Yeah,
It's our responsibility. So, sometimes that can be a weight and a burden, but it's also the gift. It's
yeah.
good. Um, because before I leave this earth, if I haven't touched anyone, if I haven't,
Mhm.
educated or uplifted or what am I doing?
What am I doing? What's my purpose?
Yeah.
What are we doing? As we get ready to wrap our show, I remember in 2020, I recreated the end of the show called the therapy session. And you spoke about therapy. I love when people of color talk about therapy. I'm like, yes, give me a little therapy. We all need it a little bit.
Of course.
Um, I love these questions because it really does get to a place that maybe fans or people have never heard you answer before. Um, what's your earliest childhood memory that you can always remember to this day?
Sitting in my high chair on my third birthday
Hmm.
and having family over, and I remember the pizza boxes from Pizza Hut.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like it's a little white tower on it, so the box wouldn't smash the pizza.
Correct. Yep.
And I remember that.
What's your happiest moment so far
In life,
in life?
ooh, now you going deep now. The happiest. Hmm. The happiest moment is seeing my mom so happy of my accomplishments.
Mm.
And I think that's continuous. It's
Yeah.
not one time in my life. I've seen it, when I've graduated high school. I've seen it when I've won tennis tournaments.
Yep.
If I had a McDonald's commercial.
Yeah.
I've seen it on every television show, every, award that I've won. She's elated for me. She's just so
Yeah.
overjoyed. That makes me feel really good.
Do you think your parents have been able to fulfill their dreams?
Do I think my parents have been able to fulfill their dreams? I believe so. Um, my father, who's was an elementary teacher for over 35 years. My mother, who's retired now and worked at the same medical group for over 40 years, I believe. I think her biggest goal in life was to um, help and love her family.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I think they have.
What's the last surprising thing you learned about yourself?
The most surprising thing that I've learned about myself probably would be my perseverance.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is something that audiences still don't know about Brandon Claybon?
That I love.
Come on. What's your love language?
Personal touch.
Same. Same. And words of affirmation. Tell me I
Yeah.
look good today. I put a little outfit on. I look good. A little
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, I think it's physical touch, but at the same time, what I like to give is like gifts and
Yeah.
things that
Yeah.
I've yeah.
If you could leave one message for young Black creatives watching your journey, what would it be?
Look out for each other.
Yeah.
Look out for each other.
My last question I always ask, whether I'm covering a red carpet or if I'm doing this radio show. Brendan, you've been able to do a lot of things from modeling, commercials. Your mom has supported you and literally probably been your biggest cheerleader. They continue to give us the knowledge and the nuggets for us to keep moving and going and being successful. And we do this really for them. Um, People look up to you, Brandon. You won some amazing awards and all of the things. And now you're on a hit show, creating a legacy for yourself, for future young men that may look like you, and you've made it possible for them. Brandon Claybon, what do you want your legacy to be?
My legacy. I want to be remembered. There's a quote from Maya Angelou, Dr. Maya Angelou. Um, my mission in life is not merely to survive, but it's to thrive and to do so with some compassion, passion, humor, and some style.
Some style. Any last words you have for any of your listeners, your fans, all of the people? Any last words?
Well, for everyone out there, fans of the show, um, fans of me, thank you so much. Thank you for your encouraging words. Thank you for stopping me on the street, for wanting pictures. That's why I'm here. That's make me who I am. So I'm so thankful and grateful.
All of the things. Listen, if I'm stopping you in the street, I'm asking you for $20. So I appreciate you so much, Brandon. We appreciate all the work that you're doing, you have done, and what's to come. As we always say on Power 97.5 LA, iHeartRadio, and Power B 97.5 Vegas, stay positive, but stay creative until next time. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now,
Woo!
dollars. I'm gonna say now you owe me. I said $20.
A
Nice to
pleasure.
meet you.
I'm so proud of you.
Oh,
Just
you
all the things that you have
you are
done.
sweet.
I
Thank
do
you.
want to ask you first, in this season of your life, how are you and
My
how's your
soft
heart?
season.
This is your soft girl season.
Very much my soft
Yeah,
girl season, yes.
yeah. How's your heart?
My heart is great. It's probably honestly in the best place it has been in a very long time.
Ooh,
I have worked really hard in finding balance
okay.
in this crazy, crazy world that
Very colorful.
we love, right? I always say the entertainment industry I love doesn't necessarily always love me, and I think every actor, every artist
Feels the
feels the same
same.
way. But I'm taking this with, with
Yeah.
stride, and I'm opening myself up to all the
All
opportunities
the
because
things.
we don't know,
We
we
don't.
don't know.
Yeah.
So
Well, and this is the thing. Beyond the Gates, renewed for two more
two more
seasons is
seasons, right?
absolutely crazy,
Right.
but and ridiculous and beautiful all at the same time. But your character comes with strength and sophistication, but also emotional layers. What part of humanity? And I love that word, the humanity, did you want audiences and do want audiences to connect with?
I definitely wanted, and when that started happening for this character, Nicole Dupree,
Yeah,
because at the beginning she was very grounded. I,
she
I
really
always
was.
called her that she was the rooted tree of the family,
Yeah.
right? And her branches
It just kind of just went
went
in many different
wherever they needed
directions.
to be.
Yeah.
I'm going to help you. I'm going
Yep.
to help you. I'm going to
Yep.
help you. And then her world started to crumble
Right.
and fall apart.
Yeah.
And then she still was able to stand on
Hmm.
her own 2 feet and say,
I got
okay, I
this.
got this.
Yep.
Life might be crazy for me right
Yeah.
now, and people are reaching out their hands for
Hmm.
me.
But
I'll grab them when I
yep.
need them, but I got
Yeah.
this. And so as this character keeps becoming
All the
more layered,
intricacies.
right? Like the dating two men. Oh, but can I tell you? The
I
first time I read the
mean,
script, I was like,
I
two
was
men in the
like,
same week? I was like, oh my
in the
God.
same week.
I was like, isn't this daytime?
I mean,
Right. But she's having fun and she's
she
allowed to
is.
have fun.
No, she is.
And the thing I love more than anything is the writers are writing it.
Oof.
It's like, why shouldn't she
Yeah.
be able to have
She
fun?
should live her
Why
life.
why
Why
should
not?
people judge her?
Yeah.
She'd been married for 27 years.
Just
Her
stop for her
entire
to live
life had
her
been
life.
her career and working really hard to
Yes.
get her career,
Yes.
then raising her family, her
All of
husband,
the
right? All of the
things.
things.
Yeah.
And this is her moment.
Yeah.
She got a moment to be selfish.
Hmm.
And we should all be able to embrace that
Exactly.
selfishness.
Definitely. Thank you for you.
Thank
Have a good
you.
panel today at
Thank you. Thank
ABFF.
you so
Thank you so
much.
much.
Yes.
No, you're totally fine. That's my mama. Amen. All of the things. Your career has spanned decades. I mean, you have done some absolutely amazing work that have left footprints for so many people in this season of your life right now. And we're going to get into Beyond the Gates. How are you and how's your heart?
Well, my heart is in good shape.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
take very good care of that
Right.
because it was a problem early on in my
Mm.
life. But thank God, I've,
Yes, sir.
I've had good doctors
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I'm in great
I was
health.
gonna say you look great. Listen,
Cardiologist
79,
said,
80 years old.
come,
Where? 22.
cardiologist said, come see me in a year.
Yeah, that part. You
So
know,
I'm good.
when you think about this, ABFF continues to create spaces for Black creatives, and especially when you think of Beyond the Gates, your character is just absolutely impeccable, and it's needed when you think of, soaps in this time in an all Black cast. For you, families often carry both love and silence at the same time. What emotional truths does this series explore underneath all of the glamour that we see?
I think it explores every emotion
Yeah.
through this family, through our extensions, through our children and grandchildren, even our great grandchildren on there. We get to see a range of emotion among African American families
Yes.
that is universal.
It literally is a universal
Jameer, it
conversation of
is
everything.
universal.
Yeah.
You know, everybody feels these things. And that bodes well for our audience and their relationship with us.
Absolutely.
They care about us because they see themselves in us. They see what we're feeling means something special to them as well.
I mean, listen, renewed 2 seasons. I mean, come on.
That
Two
is
more is
that
crazy.
is kind of nice to get
It's-
2 years
it's
at once.
2 years at once. Listen.
That was
Thank
great.
you for you, but thank you for all the work that you've done, and thank you for your legacy.
Thank you, Jameer.
appreciate you.
I